Hi there everyone, this is the Innovative Traders and welcome to our channel. In this video I'll be doing a market breakdown on a few pairs that I'll be looking to capitalize on this coming week, which is Euro AUD, Euro NZD and Euro CHF. I'm basically having Euro pairs on my watch list, which are my top 3 pairs for this coming week. So without wasting any further time, let us take a look at the very first pair, which is Euro AUD. Euro AUD. I'm only doing currencies today. So now on the weekly time frame, if you can take a look at how price has been moving, it has been moving in an upside momentum, indicating what? A bullish sentiment. How do we see that? We're seeing price giving us what? A series of high highs and high lows as it keeps on rising towards the upside. It has given us what we call a series of high highs and high lows as it rises towards the upside. So now, based on what you're currently seeing on this bit of price action, from this point, the price has violated, from this nature, price has violated its intraday lows. Its intraday lows, indicating what? A change of a trend bias. And if you can take a look at the nature of price action, we're having an impulse, correction, impulse. We're currently in a corrective phase, waiting to see price giving us what? A continuation impulse towards the downside, confirming our downtrend. If you can take a look at this price action, we're having what? We're having a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. A downtrend is confirmed. Now we want to see price what? Continuing further to the downside with its bearish momentum. But however, we have to keep an eye of this low here. Why? Price has only violated its intraday lows. We're currently still having what? A swing low that is protecting the uptrend on the weekly time frame. So we are going to look for selling opportunities from this point up until this point here. Then from here we get to see if price is going to break and continue, or it's going to react in a reversal manner. So now let us take a look at the daily time frame, marking up our key significant levels on a daily time frame. Key significant levels. Obviously we're having our highest high, which is that one there, which is this one here. This is our highest high. Let's put it there. This is our highest high. There. That is news volatility. We have our highest high, we have our lowest low, and we're going to mark what? Our previous swing high. Our previous recent swing high before this swing low. We had swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. So this is where the market is currently playing. You want to see price doing what? Respecting this level, then push back to the downside, continuing with the what? With its bearish momentum. So now let us take a look at the phase that you're currently seeing on this bit of price action. The phase that you're currently seeing on this bit of price action. Initially we had an impulse, correction, impulse. We're now in a corrective phase. So we have to shape in our structure so we can understand if you're in a continuation or a reversal. If you're in a continuation, what kind of a continuation is it? So let's jump onto the 4-hour time frame to identify our phase. Obviously using what? Our trend line. So now this is what you're currently having, catering for the top, for the bottom part, and also catering for the upper part. This is what you're currently having. Let's go to the daily. It's in a nature of a bearish continuation pattern, which is a bearish flag, known as a bearish flag. Currently price has given us what? 2 tops and 2 bottoms. Now based on how its price is moving, it looks like price is looking to go towards the upside to give us what? Maybe a dead tap or a double top. Basically we want to see price going into an area of sell interest, where price will be at an expensive level for us to be able to sell it to the downside. So now let us take a look at how can we accompany price from this level towards the upside before we can take our medium term sell opportunities. So now let us take a look at the 4-hour time frame again to understand the recent most price action, which is this one here. Taking a look at how price has been moving from this level here. Price was printing a series of what? Of high highs and high lows, which indicates a bullish sentiment. From this point here, we had a low, we had a high, we had a high low, failing to violate the previous low. We had a higher high breaking the previous one, coming back down, giving us what? A higher low. It's a higher low. Why? Because of it respected the previous swing high before this. The previous swing low before the swing high was formed. So price respected this level here. Remember I said if you're not breaking it, you're respecting it. It respected what? Our previous swing high low, indicating that our uptrend is still valid. So we're still looking for buying opportunities accompanying price into our level of sell interest, where price will be at an expensive level in order for us to be able to sell it at that price and take it to the downside. So now this is what you're currently having at the moment. Price has given us this price action. Has given us what? This price action. Let me get rid of that and this one here. So price is moving to the upside in a nature of in a series of higher highs and higher lows, indicating what? A bullish trend. And if you can take a look at the nature of this price action here, it was moving to the downside in a corrective manner. Obviously, whenever seeing a corrective manner, what do you want to do? You want to cater for structure to understand what kind of a structure is has price given you, a bearish or a bullish structure. Taking a look at this is in the form of a falling wedge basically. But then since we're having a pole here, you can take this as what? As a bearish pennant or a bearish descending type of channel. Hence you can see price is broken above, giving us this price action as a form of what? Of a continuation pattern of this pennant pattern or a falling wedge, or you can call it, but it's a continuation pattern. It is broken out impulsively, printing us this nature of continuation pattern, which is a bullish continuation pattern. Now you want to see price moving towards the upside around this level before it can drop. Obviously, we have this level here, which is a previous swing higher high before the swing low. We're going to use that as a point of reference for our first take profit, since price can react in this level and push to the downside. And it is also at the 90% rule of this descending type of channel here. So now let us take a look at how can we get our entry point to take price towards the upside. Since price is broken out of this bearish structure, we had an impulsive break forming a bullish continuation pattern. Looking left, to have a left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder, inverted head and shoulders pattern, indicating what? A reversal, and with confirmation of an impulse correction, head and shoulders descending, we are pushing towards the upside. We want to see price buying before it can sell. So we want to accompany price into our area of sell interest. So now this is what we're currently having. Catering for structure again, the recent structure, we're having a nature of a bullish flag, a bullish continuation flag, and price is broken out impulsively. We would have caught a first entry around this level, but then since price is currently here, we want to see if we can be able to enter the market on this level here. Obviously, keeping cautious of the previous swing high of this this wedge here. This wedge, if you can take a look at how price is moving, has given us a high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. So we want to see price violating this high and pushing to the upside. Or price can still respect this high, coming back down one more time to give us what? A double bottom, or in form of a triple bottom, before it can push up. So it's a matter of keeping your mindset as neutral as possible. So now this is what you're currently having. We're having this bit of price action. Price is broken out of this continuation bullish flag impulsively. What is it that we want to see that can allow us to join in this move? We want to see what we call a correction after breakout entry before we can take to look at our selling opportunity. So now price is giving us this high and this low here. We want to see price printing what? A continuation pattern before it can push towards the upside. Obviously, I'm expecting a larger continuation pattern. Why? Because price is already moved away from the zone where we experience smaller continuation patterns. So now currently price is sitting here. If you can see price at least giving us a structure that will print a nature of two bottoms and 2 tops, 2 bottoms and 2 tops. That is when you can look to what, to buy in this market towards the upside in joining the nature of what, a correction after breakout, a continuation pattern, and get to see if price is going to violate this high or respect it. Obviously, if it violates it, we want to see price breaking impulsively towards the upside, giving us a continuation pattern to further push price towards the upside, where we will be having our level of sell interest, obviously moving in the nature of a what, of an ascending type of channel, giving a future forecast. Let's clone this, clone it to the upside, having something of this nature, price moving towards the upside, bounce here, give us what we call a middle section, then push up to the push again once more time to the upside, give us a tap into that, then a draw below before it can what, give us our sell bias. Obviously, if price can do that, we'll go for what, for our recent touches, which is this one here. Let me make it a bit neat. Let me remove this. It's all about keeping your mindset as neutral as possible whenever you're analyzing. You have to analyze what can make you right, what can be right and what can be wrong, so that whenever something happens, you don't like you don't become surprised or disappointed. Remember, with the forex market, it's all about being reactive, not predictive. It's all about being reactive. You must be able to react. Be a reactor, don't be a predictor. You analyze, then you react accordingly based on what you've been forecasting. So now, if price can push towards the upside in this manner, creating a nature of a middle section, obviously adding more confluence into an impulse correction, double top, continuation, obviously respecting the first touch, second touches, third touch of the larger continuation pattern on the higher time frame before it can drop. And if you can take a look at the week time frame, we still have this impulsive leg that price has to finish towards downside, because price is sitting in a nature of a bearish continuation channel. And remember what I said we must keep cautious of this low here, as it is the one that is maintaining the uptrend of the weekly time frame, of the higher time frame. Price has only violated its intraday lows, indicating what, an intraday bearish sentiment, a bearish trend, or you can call it that. But then we still have what, remember, we had a swing high, swing low, and we had a swing high. This low is the one that has broken, violated this one, that has formed this new high here. We never came back and made a new low. So we are still looking for buying opportunities until we break this level. But based on what price action is giving us, we're seeing what, an intraday medium sell opportunity. But then before that, we're going to accompany price in a short-term buy towards our area of sell interest. Basically our sell interest, basically we're having what, a short-term buy and a medium-term sell, then a longer-term buy. That is if price can respect this level here, let me remove everything so that I can repeat what I'm saying. We keep cautious of this level, here. We're having this bit of price action, which is a bearish continuation pattern coming from an impulse correction. You want to see price going up, respecting either a double top or the third tap into that, then a drop for the medium term run. Then for a short term run, we want to accompany price into our area of sell interest, where price will be at an expensive level in order for us to be able to buy, taking us back to our basic. You buy low and you sell high. That means you buy when things are cheap and you sell when things are expensive. So now, this is what you're currently having. We want to accompany price towards our area of sell interest. We're having this 1, 2, 3 structure. If you can see a clean bearish continuation flag, we want to see price pushing towards the upside, either respecting a double top or giving us a perfect dead tag in a form of what, of an extension of this pricing before it can drop towards the downside. But currently we're having this bit of price action that is giving us what, a sign of a short-term buy, Why do I say that? Like I said, price is giving us what, you can call it an intraday uptrend, since price is printing a series of higher highs and higher lows, indicating what an uptrend. And obviously before this high was broken, we made a low here, a swing low, then we violated this previous high, creating a new all-time high, and we came back down. We didn't break this low, indicating that this thing is a solid upward trend within the downward trend of the high time frame. So now, since we're having this price section, price has given us this price pattern. I said it's a falling wedge, or you can call it a contraction channel or a falling pennant, but then overall it's a bullish structure respecting the previous low, didn't violate it. It broke out impulsively, giving us this bit of price action, this bullish continuation flag. And I said we are waiting for what? For a correction after breakout, for a re-entry in joining this overall move towards the upside. Obviously keeping cautious of the what? Of this previous high, since it is the previous swing low of this intraday previously acting trend before it became a channel. So now you're going to mark this level here. You're going to mark this level, and obviously you're going to mark this one being your first take profit of the 90% rule of this channel here, because price can treat this channel can act on this level in the form of a double top and might not get towards the perfect dead tap. And also marking the previous top. Let's go to the high time frame. The previous top, which is that one there, we call it our double top zone. Price can react and drop, or it can push up, extend further, tap there and drop, respecting obviously some sort of a double top again before it can drop, or it can react on this level here. It's a matter of trading with cautious, but then we're looking to accompany price towards our area of sell interest before we can take our medium term sell. It's a short term buy, medium term sell, and long term buy. Long term buy, that is if price respect the higher time frame swing higher low. So now that is it for Euro AUD. You're looking for what? For a short term buy, accompanying price into our sell, our area of sell interest. We are accompanying price towards the upside after we get what we call a correction after breakout entry, respecting the wedge impulse correction, respecting an uptrend, that confluence. We're having a falling wedge, we're having a breakout, we're having a left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. We have multiple confluence, indicating that this is basically what? A bullish sentiment. We are looking to buy this market up until that level. From there, we want to see price dropping to the downside, as price will be at areas where price will be expensive. So let's take a look at the second pair, which is Eurnzd. Eurnzd on the weekly time frame. Eurnzd. Eurnzd. Now, this is what you're currently having. It's almost the same nature. It's almost the same nature with Eurnzd. Same analysis. We had price moving to the upside, printing a series of higher highs and higher lows, indicating what? A bullish trend, obviously. But then taking a look at what is happening currently, price has violated our intraday lows. Price has violated what? Our intraday previous lows, indicating what? An intraday downtrend. An intraday downtrend. So now, what is that we're looking for based on what you're currently seeing? And if you can take a look at the recent price action, price has given us what? A series of lower lows and lower highs, adding confidence to what I've been saying. A series of lower lows and lower highs. Price violated this previous low, indicating what? Downtrend. Price is violating previous lower lows and is creating what? A series of lower lows and lower highs, as it keeps on what? Falling towards the downside. So what is that we're looking for? Let's take a look at the daily time frame, mark up our key levels. Our key levels, the highest high, which is this one here. When I'm seeing that, I usually use the line chart because of that is news. This is news. I don't mark up weeks that I create by news. So that is the highest high, the lowest low of the previous the recent price action, The previous high is this one. Now, what is the next step? Identifying our phase. Let's take a look at how price has been moving from the top part there. We had an impulse, we had a correction, we had an impulse then we're having this corrective structure indicating that there is no progression in this price section. Basically meaning we're still in a corrective structure. Now what is that you have to do? You have to understand what kind of a structure am I seeing. Am I seeing a bullish or a bearish structure? Let us use our trend line. Catering the top part, we're having a 1-2 structure there, and we're having this lower part there, swing lows, swing highs. This is indicating what a nature of an expanding type of channel. Remember what I said on the previous videos? An expanding type of channel to be valid, we need to see price giving us what? A series of lower lows and lower highs in this manner. A series of what? Of lower lows and lower highs for an expanding to be valid. So now price is currently heading towards the third tap of that tap of the expand type of channel before it can drop to the downside. We are seeing what? A sell bias on this price action up until, like I said, it is the same nature as the previous Euro AUD. The same nature. We're having what? This low here. This low. This is the low that is broken this high. Before this high was broken, they move initially from this level. This is the low that was this is the low that has broken this high. So basically meaning this is the one that is protecting the upward trend. We're going to look for what? For medium term sells up until this level and get to see if price is going to react in a reversal manner or is going to break and continue. But currently, let us work with what we're currently having. That is on the longer term view. So let us take a look at the 4-hour time frame to get to understand the current price, the recent current price action. What is it telling us? Currently we're having, let me remove that. Currently we're having this here. Price has moved towards the downside, obviously. Violating the previous low, like I said, on a higher time frame, indicating what? A bearish downtrend. But then we want to cater for structure to understand where we will be marking our entry points, or I can say entry levels. So now this is what we're currently having. Price has printed this nature of price action, a descending type of channel, descending. Then what happened after? It has broken the structure impulsively, giving us this bullish flag nature, bullish flag price action, bullish flag price action, indicating what? A bullish sentiment. So what is that you want to do in this pair? Also, you want to accompany price into our level of sell interest before we can sell this market. You want to see price extending towards the upside. Remember, you cannot wait for the market to push from here to there. It can take like maybe a week. So what is that we do? We want to what? Accompany price towards the upside, take a short-term buy. Then from there, we can look for what? For a medium-term sell up until that level on the high time frame. On the high time frame, our swing higher low that is protecting the high time frame uptrend. This low here. This low. Or is it this low? Up until this low here. Then from this level, we want to see if price is going to break or respect up this level. So now this is what we're currently having. We want to see price accompany. We want to accompany price towards the upside, giving us a short-term buy before a medium-term sell. And also looking left, you're also having an edge of what? Of a head and shoulders pattern. And price is now printing what? We had a low, a high, had a what? A higher low. It failed to come back and violate this one. This is a high low. You want to see price what? Violating this high, confirming what? A bullish trend, pushing towards our area of sell interest. And when it gets there, it's always going to act as what? As a reversal pattern. A reversal pattern. So now this is what you're currently having. You want to see price moving towards the upside. The aim is to accompany price into our area of sell interest. You cannot wait for price to actually get there that longer because it will take time. So instead, we accompany price towards our sell area, our sell interest area. So now we're having this bit of price action. This is what we're having. Price gave us an H of a double bottom. We had this descending, price walking outside, creating a flag of this nature. Reason why this happened they knew that a lot of people would enter at the type of that in a textbook wise view. In textbook view, they would enter here, take a buy. So what happened? Price took them out before it can give them the right direction. They were supposed to wait for confirmation first within this pattern before they can enter. Why? It was a picture perfect. So now this is what you're currently having in this nature. Is either you can wait for price to pull back in a corrective manner before you can push up. Diving into the 1 hour time frame, I'm seeing a nature of head and shoulders within the pattern. We're having a right shoulder, a head shoulder, and I'm anticipating what? A right shoulder in information, basically. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, information. Within this pattern, obviously, tapping into that, then pushing towards the upside. This happened because of this was sitting in a picture perfect manner. Whenever you're seeing a picture perfect price action, expect manipulation. Always expect manipulation. They knew people are going to enter there because of they're seeing what? A picture perfect setup. They knew people are going to enter there. And I'm sure 90% of the people, they've entered there and they got liquidated. When price got there, let's take it back to here. When price got here, someone has entered the market. Unfortunately, it took them out because of the impatient. When price approaches an area of interest aggressively, you have to wait for price to pull back, give you a smaller confirmation on the 15 minutes time frame before you can take that entry. Don't attempt price when it's aggressive like this. Wait for confirmation because you'll get liquidated. That is very painful. So now, this is what we're currently having. Price is giving us this a bit of price action. We want to see price either pulling back towards the downside. If not, we want to see price breaking towards the upside, giving us what? A correction of the breakout before it can push towards the upside. So it's a matter of waiting for a proper confirmation. For Eurnzd, you're looking for what? Either a pullback or you want to see price violating this trend line here, creating what? A correction after breakout before it can continue with our short-term buying opportunities. Up until this level, from this level, we want to see price respecting this level here because of this is where price will be what? At an expensive level, allowing us to be able to sell the market towards the downside, respecting at that tap of the higher time frame, expanding type of channel, which is this one here, before it can drop. Now let's take a look at the last pair, which is Eurchf. So taking a look at the higher time frame, this is what you're currently having. This pair, naturally, it's a bit slower, but then whenever you're seeing an opportunity, you must take it. So now, based on what is currently happening here, price is still yet to fill this level here. Why do I say that? We had previously had this what? This continuation bearish channel coming from obviously what? An impulsive nature, an impulse correction. Now price is moving in the nature of a corrective manner, indicating what? A loss of momentum of the bearish sentiment. So indicating that there's a possible chance that price, when price gets to this level here, it might reverse and create a double bottom and switch, create a momentum shift from what? A downtrend towards into an uptrend. So now, based on what you're currently having, we also want to accompany price into our area of interest. Based on what you're currently having here, we're having this nature of price action. Price is creating a series of lower lows and lower highs as it keeps on what? Falling towards the downside. We want to see price what? Filling the 90% rule of this continuation pattern coming from what? From an impulsive phase. So now, based on what you're currently seeing, how can we join this move towards the downside? Based on what we're seeing, price is currently at a level where it is cheap. And remember, we only want to sell when price is expensive. So now, from this level here, we had a low, a lower high, lower low, a lower high. Price violated this previous low, creating what? A new lower low. Now you want to see, before you can sell this market, you want to see price what? Creating what? An area of price section where price will be at an expensive level in order for us to be able to sell the market towards downside. So now we cannot wait for the market to push to the upside. We have to what? Accompany price into our area of sell interest before it can what? get those selling opportunities. So now, taking a look at what is currently happening on the daily time frame. Let's get rid of those. Yeah. So in the daily time frame, obviously we mark up our key significant levels, which is our highest high. Our highest high, and we have to mark what our previous swing high. Previously we had price being around this area. We would have marked our level, this one here, as our lowest low, but price has violated that level, indicating obviously what a bearish sentiment. Price is creating what a series of lower lows and lower highs as it keeps on falling towards the downside. So now, since price has broken structure in this manner, obviously convincing people that I'm further continuing to the downside. People are jumping into the market, they're selling here, they're getting caught on the wrong side of the market. From this level, you don't want to sell the market while it is cheap. You cannot sell when things are cheap. You only sell when things are expensive and buy when things are cheap. So now, taking a look at what is currently happening, price is broken structure in this phase here, a descending type of channel. Taking a look at this previous structure, this is what we had previously, a descending type of nature, breaking this structure, convincing people that I'm actually buying, I'm actually selling, I meant to say. People are jumping into the market. The market is going to what? Create a bullish pattern, then push towards the upside. Obviously, after what? Liquidating all those people that are inside the market, looking to sell the market towards the downside. So now, based on what you're currently having here, price is broken out of this channel impulsively. This is our first confirmation that people are getting caught. It is broken out impulsively. Now you want to see price creating a continuation price action. Can either come into a larger continuation pattern before it can push up, or it can still drop to the downside. It can still drop to the downside around these levels, create what? An area of demand where obviously price will be at a cheaper level for us to be able to buy the market, creating what? If you can look left, a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, creating an inverse head and shoulders, and we're looking to what? To accompany price towards our area of sell interest, which is to the upside there. We want to see price giving us what? A swing lower high. As you can see, price giving us a nature of lower lows and lower highs, and it has violated what? The previous lower low. We want to see price pulling back up, giving us what? A lower high before it can continue with its bearish sentiment. But currently what you want to do, you want to accompany price into our area of sell interest before we can what? We can medium term buy, medium term sell basically. Currently looking for short term buy, medium term sell. Then from this level, I want to see if price is going to react in a reversal manner or break and continue to the downside. So that is it for Euro CHF. I hope you're gonna. I hope you get to have a productive week ahead. That is it for the video. Innovative traders, we out.